Hey Pastels, welcome back to my channel. I just want to say a quick thank you for the love and the comments that I received on my very first video. If you haven't watched it yet, I will definitely link it below, or if YouTube even allows me, I'll try to link it somewhere here in the video. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. A lot of shares, a lot of feedback, and I'm fairly new to YouTube when it comes to long form content, so I'm really figuring things out as I go. Most of my videos, I don't really get into the prep of the nails. I just start off with the acrylic application. Let me know in the comments below, do you want to see me from start to finish do the client's nails, prep included? Or do you want me to get straight into it with acrylic application? Or should I just skip the acrylic application and we get straight into the design? Let me know what y'all want to see, because sometimes when I make this content, I'm like, are people really gonna watch the whole process? Is it really that exciting? Maybe because I do nails every single day or every other day, it's kind of like the same process for me, but maybe it's therapeutic for some of you watching. But let me know below, is this part necessary for you? Is it therapeutic? Should I continue to include it? Or are we specifically here for the designs? I'm just curious. Let's talk about the nails for a bit. So this is the inspo my client sent me, and she was really going for a summer themed vibe. I feel like this set is super cute. I don't think I nailed every single thing to the T, but the results did come out really, really nice. I think the chrome powder was a bit more pink on the middle finger than blue. You'll be able to see the chrome difference at the end, but I'm glad that this is one of my clients who's pretty chill. She's not super picky. Even if it's not spot on, she'll still be satisfied with the results. And I always give my clients a heads up if something is not going to be super similar. Depending on what they say, I figure out what we're going to do next. But like I said, she's one of those clients that even if it's not 100% the same, it's not a big deal. But some clients, they care. They want every single thing to be spot on the same. And I can't complain because I'm kind of like that too. That is my, I'm not gonna lie, that is one of my red flags as a person. When I want something to be a certain way, it has to be that way. Like, I am very detail oriented, so I can't fault my own client for being like that. But even then, as a nail tech, you got to make it clear that, you're a nail tech, you're not a magician. Certain things are just not going to turn out like the inspo pic. Some people's fingers are longer, some people's nail beds are shorter. So it's always gonna be a slight difference. There have been a lot of times where I did nail the inspo pic to the T, but sometimes there are minor differences for sure. And aside from nail beds being long or short, when we're really talking about design, every nail tech has different products and a different technique. So you can't really expect everything to look like the inspo pic all the time. The application for the left hand is complete. I'm gonna finish up the right hand. Just sit back, relax, and vibe out to this soothing playlist, and I'll come back when it's time to file the nails. Okay, we are back. Look at that application, so clean. It makes everything so much easier. These are the files we're using today, Macart 100-180 Grit. I have a couple other files that I use, but I kind of like these the most. They just really have that extra sharpness I need when I want the nails to be a little bit more crispy. But one thing I've noticed is that a lot of the nail tech girls, they are not using files to really get through the process and to shorten your time as a nail tech. I think it's the drill. The magic is in the drill because it kind of helps you move a little bit faster. I prefer the nail file, and I honestly think that if I would just give the drill a chance, I could really shorten my time. There are certain nail bits that you need, which is crazy because I have a lot of the stuff screenshotted in my phone. I just need to hunt down the product and make the purchase because at this point, it's like I know the techniques. I know what I need to do. Girl, we just need to try it, you know? It's just you're stuck in your routine. You kind of like the way you do certain things, which is why it's kind of hard to change. But listen, by the end of the year, I am going to cut down my time. I owe it to myself. I've been doing nails for way too long to, move at the same pace. I think that's why I enjoy short nails more than I used to, because I'm actually really quick when it comes to short nails. Like these would be more medium, long-ish, not even long. I feel like these are a solid medium almond. But with the short nails, I definitely move at a quicker pace. For some reason, it's just easier. And that one bead method on short square is like the best thing ever. Here I am sealing the cuticles. And what's crazy is, as a beginner, I never used to do this step and my nails would still last. I think I do it now because it just looks way cleaner, but it's not always necessary. That's what I will say. So maybe if I just stopped doing this part as well, I would probably cut my time. I'm gonna finish sealing the cuticles and buffing the nails. I'll be back once it's time for everyone's favorite part, the creative designs. We are completely done with the filing, but I had to go back because this part helps the polish just stick a little bit better. I don't have too much issues with peeling like I used to once I started doing this right here. Okay, so I am dropping a quick little nail gem, buff out that nail plate so the gel polish can really adhere to the acrylic. I always go in with a liner brush just to really clean up the sides. Sometimes the gel might be too thick, and I think that's another thing that causes lifting as well. Make sure that first layer is thin. Stop trying to impress your clients with a thick, perfect first polish. It's not always going to be perfect. Some gels just don't have that pigment that you're looking for. That second coat is where it's at, okay? This yellow is Summer Sun by D&D. I actually don't have that much yellow in my itinerary, so I did go and pick up some more yellow. I got a butter yellow recently from D&D, and it's so pretty. It's a soft, perfect yellow. Okay, let's get into this powder. I don't know what I thought I was doing trying to skip the airbrush machine, only because cleaning that machine really is annoying sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, let me just use my pigments because this is a summery set. I want it to be bright. This pigment would not work at all. I even went in with the matte top coat. It just wouldn't stick. So I bit the bullet and I just went in with the airbrush. The airbrush is really not that bad. It's just when you have a way of doing something that's gonna save you a little bit of time, you usually lean towards that. And I don't really know why it didn't work. Like, that powder usually sticks. I just feel like the orange blended a little too much with the yellow, and you couldn't really decipher which was yellow or which was orange. It was just a little bit too blended. Now it's time for the French tips or the French tippies, and then we'll go in with some chrome powder. This chrome powder would not open. I literally had to drill a hole in it to get the powder out because I know how cute that powder is. I didn't just want to toss it out. I'm glad I drilled that hole. I wish I got it on camera, but right now we're gonna just add that chrome powder to one of the nails. Now we're doing the seashell texture. Okay, excuse my crusty little finger, but listen, this has to be my top least favorite design. It is not easy. You can do it with a brush or you can just do it through the Macart gel tube, but either way it goes, you're gonna have to layer it because this design will drive you crazy. It's one of the designs that, it's not that I dread it because I know I can do it, but I will mess up a couple times before I get it right. Yeah, it's definitely one of those designs that you layer. If I just went in one time, it wouldn't be the same effect. What gives it that nice 3D look is that I build more gel as I go. I love the little seashells, the little stars. It's really coming together. And I just think that the more detail, the better. I always go back and I ask my clients, is there anything they want me to add? Because sometimes the nails just need a little extra something, whether it's a charm or an additional French tip that you didn't think you needed. It's just good to communicate that with your clients so you guys are on the same page. Now listen, these 3D gel balls are not terrible to work with. I actually enjoy making the flowers. I think when I first started with the 3D flowers, it was difficult because I would wear gloves and it would just get stuck to the gloves. What works for me is just taking the gloves off and maybe even spraying some rubbing alcohol on my fingers so that gel is not so sticky. I don't know why on camera it always looks like we're hurting our clients, but I was just trying to peel that gel off. Half the time, whether we're like grabbing their hands or filing the nails, it looks like we're like being kind of aggressive, but in person it's really not that bad, I promise. I honestly don't remember how long this set took, but she also got a pedicure and we did her pedicure first. Usually when I know the nails are gonna take forever, I just do the pedicure first just to get that out the way. This was actually my last client of the day, thank God, because we were sitting there for a hot minute. And this one pink design right here, I messed up really bad. The aura didn't really blend that well. So I decided to just scratch it and start over. I'm really glad I did because there's nothing worse than looking at a design and you can see which specific one you secretly hate. So I'm glad I started over. I'm glad I didn't just like let it go because she didn't say nothing. Because sometimes when the client doesn't say anything, you low-key don't say anything. But if I feel on my heart like, ill, I don't like that one, I'm going to start over and I'm gonna fix it, of course. But yeah, enough of me talking. I feel like I talked majority of the video. Most of the nail videos I watch, the creator just creates, but I just can't sit here and let you guys not hear me speak. So another thing, let me know below, should I talk most of the video? Should I just let the music play? What do you guys want? Am I talking too much? Please let me know, because I don't mind talking, but you know, sometimes you just want to vibe and watch the video. You're just like, Rose, shut up. We just want to watch the nails. So comment below, is it too much talking? Is it too little? Let me know. I'm finishing up applying the cuticle oil. These are the final results. And also, I want to drop one new video every Sunday. I'm going to make sure I stand on business and I make it happen for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.